Right, the rain eventually stopped, and I've attached this magical wire that I found in there, attached to the negative side, which I think should beep now on one of these. So let's see, white one, if the white one is the negative wire for the rear. No, it's not. Is the blue one? I really hope it is. Yes. So the blue wire is negative. let me change it over there. I'm gonna put it into positive, which is white. So let's see. Yes. 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 So rear left white is positive and blue is negative. Sorry, yeah. White is positive and blue is negative. I've spoke with a customer and looks like this is going all back to where it is. The only thing that I will do, I will put something better than this magic and just put it back the way it was and hope for the best, how to say. And yeah, but I'm not gonna film this. I'm just gonna attach two cables, put them on put them on there, and put all this business back together, and that's it, as long as I know that. And now I can eventually finish off my speaker wiring for the front, at the front. I can finish soldering all that business. Then power cable, power will be taking the glove box out. That will be in a separate video again. And I want to eventually hear it, at least some sort of life in here, because I've been spending nearly 2 days now, just about half a day, going to be a full day, just by trying to sort all these speakers and sorting all the wiring back to factory-ish. Well, back to factory, yeah. So yeah, right, let me do this. I'll put it all back, I'll secure it all properly, blah blah blah, and then we'll go from there. And then we'll be finishing off the wiring harness. Well, all sorted, eh? Well, eventually we can actually check. Where's my little battery? Oh, I've lost my little battery now. Oh no, let's check it. So that now should work. Magic to my ears, eh? So now I can eventually sort these wires out, so I don't have to mess about too much. And that's the speaker side is sorted. The only wire that now I need to redo is the ground. Hey, we are getting very closer to actually hear this thing up and running. Hopefully I'm not going to have any phase issues with the speakers, like, because I didn't fit them, so I don't know, but hopefully it will sound good and I can eventually continue finishing this install of this head unit. And so yeah, right peeps, I'm gonna drop this down on the time lapse, sort these cables out, and we'll be good to go to test this thing out. Hey. Alright then, so what I need to do, I need to de-pin this red thing. So I've got the special tool, you need to push it from one of the sides and it just comes out. So that's cool. Jesus Christ, I can't believe it's come to this point. No, I've still got to do some things, but I just wanna hear it, if you know what I mean. So I'm just gonna plug it into the yellow spot for the time being, just so I can see the head unit working and actually hear some sort of sound coming from it. Right. Alright, let's see what's going on here. So that's all. Right. Yes, we've got the power. It's coming on. Now let's plug the speakers in. And I'm gonna try and get some noise. Trying to get some noise. We've got progress. So now all I'm gonna have to do is I'm gonna have to run the power wire, remote wire. And yeah. But let's see what's this saying. Loading. What are you loading? Let's have a look then. That's fine. We don't need the audio files, radio. Hey, it all works. Let's see if we can.
Last few minutes, Buckingham Palace has confirmed that the Queen has tested positive for COVID. A statement said she's experienced manager in London earlier this month.
And the US.
Is still being cut.
So what I want to check is, I want to check the music stuff. Alright. Radio. Leave that there. That. DSP. Balance. All good. All good. That's good. It works all right. So now I need to run the cable. But now I'm thinking, since it's only to remote power on, I might actually just use this little cable, because it's really on just to power on the system. So it's not gonna have not that much of a load. It's the yellow cable that is the main thing, which is that blue one. So it should be all fine, but I still need to take the glove box out if I want to fit my amplifier there. But to be honest, there's nowhere else to actually do it, like put it in, unless I can try and put it in here underneath the head unit. That's what I'm gonna have to try out. So if I hide all this here, let's say for an example, I'll probably be able to push it all the way down there. So I'm going to bring this through the inside here, and now I can kind of shoot the head unit in. No, there's not enough space for anything, to be honest. So I'm gonna have to tear down some plastics and see where I can possibly put this head unit in, because it's not going to be sitting properly either way, because there's no original stuff on cages or nothing. I'm just doing it as best as I can, really, to fit this thing in. But yeah, so far everything is good. That's working. All the speakers are on. The factory loom is back to normal. So basically, if you would want to fit a proper aftermarket head unit with all the steering wheel controls and whatnot, it'll all be working now. So that's a good thing. Right then, I'm gonna go and take that glove box off. So if you want to see that video, you can separately. So yeah, let me get down to business. That's the glove boxes out. Nothing really special. Simple, easy, couple bolts, whatever. But you can find it. You can find it on my channel. So basically, what I'm gonna do now is I need to run this power remote turn on, whatever you call it. So looking at this fuse box, there's not a lot of places where you can tap in, but you've got this one there below this HS fuse, and that is the remote on and off. So when you put ignition on, it comes on. When you turn it off, it goes off. I'm gonna be plumbing into there, and I'm gonna go get my camera holder. I'm gonna set it up, and I'll show you how to make a DIY home fuse holder. So yeah, let me go do that, and I'll catch you in a bit. Right then, let's do this. So what I'm gonna be using is just a red thick cable, and I'll put some spare terminals on one end, so it can go in that, something like that, if you can see, so it can go in that opening. Let's see, We'll clean that up, and that should go in without a problem, because that is big enough for a spade terminal, just a normal one you can pick up from B&Q or whatever. So that's it. So from there, now I'm gonna make my fuse holder. So what you do is just chop a bit of wire off there like that, and what we'll do is we'll attach a female end of terminal to the both ends, and then I can get them in. Like that, and then another one on this end. Just like that, and then align them together. We'll put a 10 amp fuse in there, so 10 amp, I'm gonna have to squeeze these ends together here. So they're nice and solid. Nice and solid. Insert your fuse like so. Then get some tape, if I could find mine now. Tape is here. And then we'll basically just tape this whole thing up together. And there you have it. And then you pull it out if it gets blown and replace it with a new one. And it's good to go. So now what we'll do is I'm going to run this cable. How much do I need? I don't need of it. I'll chop it somewhere here. Chop it there. We'll feed it into there. So alongside with all that stuff, put it over here, and then alongside the glove box there is space there, and boom, and you can access it when you put your glove box back. If that gets blown, it's still in your glove box behind the behind the cover, really. So that's good. That's good. We've sorted the remote turnout. Actually, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna relocate the camera, and I'm gonna plug all the wiring for the remote turn on, and then we'll actually plug the amplifier in, and let's hear what it sounds with an amplifier on. Well, we'll be using these little connectors as well for the for the wiring. I think I'm gonna snip this off. Don't need it that long. And what we'll do is we'll put one of these on. One of these on one end. That's the one. And then this side will go onto here, with our connection block. And so we'll just snip this off. Snip it off, and Bob's your uncle. Like that. So, keep these squeaky things. So this can go in here. And this can go onto here. And this can go onto here. Then amp, speakers, let's check the power on that if it's all right. So the red is where the yellow is, and yellow is where the red is. So need to deepin this and change them over, because that's not going to be keeping the headunit memory if I don't change them around. So might as well do them straight away. And that's that. Now just to get the yellow one off. Yellow one out. And that's deepened. Right, that's in. That's in. Why is this out? Why is this out? Just popped out. That. Cool. So now does everything line up? Red goes there, black's there, blue's there. In. And now heading its side. That and that. It shouldn't come on. And it came on. Because I've got the ignition on. Right, so ignition off, nothing is on. Ignition on. Power comes on the amplifier. As you can see, green light. Good. Headunit is coming on too. Good. Let's turn the gains down just in case, because they've been maxed out. We'll have it on high pass because you don't want to play those speakers on full, although you can, but it's not good. Right, radio. It works. It works. And why does not the volume work for the front? There's nothing on the front. It's just back. It's just back. But why? So the front speakers don't work on here. When you put it through the amplifier. Why? There's nothing wrong with the headunit because it did work. So there's something wrong with the amp. There is something wrong with the amp because if I'm gonna disconnect it from here and plug it directly into the headunit, everything works. Interesting. Very interesting. Now I've got speakers in the front. So we've got a problem. We've got a problem.